The movement started on the weekly time frame. That was on the Sunday, and I said that if you are having a bearish candle from last week, and technically I expect some corrections to the downside on the ADUSD, and part of the confirmation is we had this weekly supply level. The last week gave us that bearish candle, and I was like, if you
Yeah.
can have that bearish candle, then definitely we may likely have some corrections. And we all know that this guy has been a downtrend, which using our phase from swing high to the swing low, the reaction is above 50%
Yeah,
of the
higher
Fibonacci
high.
retracement now. Exactly. So, and last week gave us that bearish movement. And because of that, projection was like, okay, we may likely have some new directions in the market, which on 4 hours we have a change of character to the downside, which is taking now. We have body closure below this level, and the market push up. No, I was trying to also do some Sakamaji here to which the market pull up to the extreme level, and now we're having the real movement to the downside. So what I'm looking at for this guy now is if you can have another BOS here to this side, so that will be giving me new BOS to the downside. So what I want us to watch out for is any valid will be within that level, especially knowing where the guy will start his retracement from, may likely be another good area for us to join the other flow to the downside. Because if you are looking at current movements now, I think the sell seems will be volatile. And if you can have that BOS to the downside, then technically are going to be trading the valid OBs of this particular movement. So currently now, I still having this, which the market is moving away from. And we have this one at the top here. So I'm waiting patiently to see market taking out this, give us another correction. Any of these will be on ADUS. So I'm looking at another BS to the downside, and the correction we have is what we will not be expecting the correction so that we can cash up any of these guys to the downside. Though my projection is for us to have a strong bearish candle for the week. That's my projection. A strong bearish candle for the week. So once they approach that level, it's happening already. Today's Thursday, so we're having that already too. Technically, once that, if we can probably have that bridge candle then. But next week, I'll be expecting a little push to the upside that will mitigate this value to be first. Join the second stage. Yeah, join the second stage. Then for ADC share, we are still in a very strong correction back to our 4 hours point of interest. If you are looking at this, as long as this guy can come to any of these valid UB, is the extreme here, is the extreme here. So I'm looking at mitigation of any of these two valid UB on the daily, which I define this other one to a 4 hours will be here, which is going to be the extreme for the day. So if we are having this correction back to this level, based on what the market is giving us, this drop is going to be very, very fast based on what the market has done for us on this particular handle here. So I'm looking at ADC share still going back to that level. But looking at it now, if you have a push to the downside, taking out this low to the downside, then technically I'm not likely to reach this level again because if I have a good correction back to any OB here, which I can join the sale, may likely take the sale. But for the sake of the current movement of the market, will the market respect any of these internal structural levels here, which is these levels, and the guy pushed to the upside, then I'll be expecting a sell from this major level to the downside. Just for them to take out the recent low, that's about 564 pips to the downside. So we should give us room to catch a very good order flow to the downside. So that's what I'm looking at on ADC share, still expecting that correction movement back to my valid 4 hours so before us to join the sell continuation. Any question on ADC share? Any question? Any question on ADC share?
For
Okay.
intraday trade, still a buy we are doing now.
Yes, that's why I'm even looking at this level here. And let me just take out the correction model. So what I'm looking at is the market is coming back to this level using the whole of and for the intraday, I'll be expecting lower time frame shift within this. I'll give this up. So because we check the 4 hours for the internal structure, the market is bullish, creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. So for the sake of that, I'm waiting for a lower time frame entry for a buyback to this particular cap. So that's for me, that's what the intraday is and take advantage of. It can also be a swing trade. After having your confirmation, pick a buy, like to see some days before getting to this particular 4 hours of it. So you can scalp, you can do your intraday movement within that particular movement. So which is very good. But New Zealand, based on our projection from last week, we're expecting mitigation of this particular hobby here, which the market continues to build more liquidity for that particular hobby. And I'm still looking at this range now for 4 hours. We're looking at this range as high to this low. So what I'm looking at is I want to see market reaction. But to pick this OB9 to be this O level here. So I'm patiently waiting for market reaction within this particular level. So that means if the internal structure, as we have seen now, 4 hours is still bearish, then technically I want to see market reaction. If it's giving a very good entry conditions, then I'm taking a shot from this level back to my 4 hours will be where I'll be expecting my long time buy on New Zealand. So this is one of my top this thing for the week. I'm just patiently waiting for markets to give me reaction within this level. If I can see a very good head and shoulder movement within that particular level, then I'm ready to take a shot on the New Zealand. I'm watching closely today because that level is a very good one. It's the level that took out this particular low to the downside. It was that US to the downside. So patiently waiting for markets to just
But is it possible? Me, I'm expecting market to take out that level as liquidity, tap into that other zone,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
with fun. That's particular
Okay.
for a short.
Okay. So now looking at that movement, if you notice, I also mark it as well because I'm expecting
Liquidity.
exactly. So what I'm doing now is I'm waiting for entry conditions there because this was the level that took out the recent low to the downside. So if the market presents to me a entry condition, I will take a shot. But if not, then definitely I'll be coming back to the extreme here. And never forget that we are just trying to trade the internal structure. So that's why I'm looking at it from that first hope. If the market presents to me the entry condition, we'll take it. If not, then we are coming to that level you just call our attention to, which I've already marked it out in chart as well. So let's see market reaction here. With this level will be a very good one because I will expect a very fast selling via from this particular extreme just because they'll be able to grab the liquidity there and then drop to the downside so that we can have a major buy. So Mr. Jolly, you copy that?
Yes.
You. Now, if you are looking at my Euro card, I was still
Uh,
expecting. You want to say something? Okay.
about that Euro NZ Disha.
Okay. No, this is Euro card. Abi Euro New
No, this
Zealand.
one is
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Euro.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel from that extreme, this market is going to drop. If that market drop from that extreme, there is possibility that this demand zone you want to buy from might not hold.
Okay.
Because if you go to daily or so, okay. This is supposed to be a weekly. You
This
see
daily.
that all those that now I want to mark that demand zone too.
Okay.
I feel the market will likely clear it down first too.
Oh, okay.
That is if we go to that extreme supply zone to come down.
For selling. Now, that's important also having the entry conditions, right? If the market is coming back to this hours over here, which happens to be the extreme within this internal structure range, it's coming back to this level, and the market presents us a good entry condition. Technically, I don't know where you are selling to. So if you are picking a sell here, let's see the number of pips to the downside. That's about 390. That's almost 400 pips to the downside. You understand that now? So let's even assume you are even
Mm.
using 20 pips as your stop loss. That's about almost 18% in reward. So I don't expect you to still be holding for at least for the market to sell to this OB. Take your profit and wait for another market reaction within this significant area. You understand that now? So the first
Yes,
thing
yes,
is
yes.
market can present to us a very good reason to join this sell. Definitely is there will be at waiting for market. If the market will continue selling, no problem. You understand that now? But I mean that you'll be
Yes.
able to buy or sell from range to range, recent high to recent low. So you understand that now. And if the sell continue from this end, definitely you are waiting for entry conditions to catch a buy here. So if it's not giving us that
Yeah.
time, then definitely we are just sitting back and watch the market to do its own thing. So that's a very good. So let's just see if the market will give us that entry conditions there. Then we're taking the sell. Euro card. And for the sake of Euro card, I was expecting good drop because of this particular movement. And what I'm doing now, what I'm planning to do now is that because the reaction popped up from this particular 4 hours OBA and new movement still looks like a very good. I'm not looking at if this guy is giving us this particular pattern, then let me see internal structure shift before making a decision on this guy. So let me go to owner, okay. So for me to make anything on this guy, I'm not even ready to sell from all this will be here. Not because I'm targeting, let's have internal structure shift to the downside. So that will determine the other block that, or let me say the last other block that will give us a shift to the other side. That is where we sell the value. That's fine. So I'm not ready to do anything on it now until I have that internal structure shift on 1 hour to the downside. So which will give me a very good move also in 4 hours. So we're not saying that then if they push up fine, and then continue buying. As at today now, I'm waiting for this shift to the downside. Once I confirm that, then I start selling this garbage out. So as the market continues, I'm having the same expectation on the pounds card as well. I know you're on pounds card now.
Yeah, the guy has been playing.
Yeah,
Just hoping to break that high or trade lower. So I'm just okay. Where you mark your choke, change of character. If I have it, that is when I'll be able to trade it.
exactly.
Then the up, if I have a break to the upside, then I'll be ready to. But looking at the weekly candle, the guy is crazily bullish. So that is why I'm skeptical. So looking at the previous week, we have a very
A
bullish
very strong bullish
candle.
candle. Exactly.
Yes, and this week we have, if you go to monthly, go to 3 month.
Um,
So
the guy,
I'm
the guy,
just,
the guy has been pushing up massively. You know, the reason why we
yes,
consider that sell to was because of this particular level here.
yes, yes,
So
exactly.
the market is still within that particular range, and it's still
Yeah,
even mark it out that you are expecting this level to if this level is going to hold. So
yeah, yeah.
the
But
joy of
we,
it,
we I'm just expecting a retracement back to the downside. Like to this level where you mark, or
yeah,
that level where you
daily
mark.
hobby.
Yeah, yeah. Go to that weekly.
Oh,
Go to the week or somewhere here. We also have here as a kind of a liquidity.
okay.
So that is, but
You have to
already we
see.
have a sweep here. We have a sweep here already on
Um,
weekly.
um,
So I'm just expecting market to come and sweep this level. Just sweep this level, then have that by today. But if market should give us a choke where you put your choke, then we should be targeting this level.
the
So that is just what I'm waiting for. I'm seriously on it. But the guy gives a very good movement. GBP too.
Euro GPP. What are you seeing on Euro GPP? Okay, okay.
A retracement. Okay, exactly. I have exactly the same markup.
I don't think I was using this.
You're using pending order on this.
No, I'm not using penny nada because we are trading the internal structure.
Okay, fine. Then
Yes. If you check, we are already close to this 4 hours OB. And the reason why I said I
mm,
will not really rely here is because of this liquidity here, and I make this particular level here valid for us. You
yeah,
understand that now? Yeah. So that's why I
yeah,
said I'm not really rely. That's why I'm even still ready to even take a shot from here. If you notice, this particular buy too, it looks is it's obvious that the buyers are struggling, pushing the
yeah,
markets to the
struggling.
upside. So I'm currently looking at it that if we can push to that level and give us a very good entry conditions on maybe on 1 hour, 15 minutes, then I'm taking a shot back to this extreme level here that we are currently looking
Yeah,
at for buy continuation.
okay,
So the reason why I won't be aggressive is because I'm trading is the major trend, which is a correction. That's why I won't be using pending on that. Just mark it at
okay,
that side. Let's see how the market is going to present to us. So the reason why I was even looking at Euro card, why I don't even mark my pounds card is because Euro card is giving me that good impulse and correction movement. You understand that now
yeah,
compared to
yeah,
that of so we have this, we have this, and we add this. Notice this is a very good movement for us.
yeah,
Impulse correction. So they are still looking at that draw. That's why I'm waiting for this shift here. So if we can have this shift to
okay,
the downside, then any correction I have on that lower time frame, because it will be giving me a very clean AV shot, a very good and clear head and shoulder pattern at the end of the day if we have that shift. So for the sake
okay.
of this current movement to the downside, definitely I'll be using pending in order to take that sell once I have that shift to the downside.
That shift to the downside. Okay.
Getting close to it, just see if today
Yes,
can look kind of.
yesterday, yesterday, at least, is it yes? Yeah, yesterday I took a loss on it.
Oh, okay. It's sell, right?
Yeah, yeah, this but the guy went up. I took it from this level and it got
Uh,
in.
okay. Okay.
I'm just hoping it will push down, not knowing that it will still
Okay.
start right to
So
the
what
upside.
the reason is me, the way I'm looking at it, I don't want to jump in. I know the market has been giving us the major direction where it's impulse correction. So for us to have that confidence or for us to have that like a kind of a setup on it is let's see this shift to the downside. So the shift is
Okay,
just is the confirmation that okay, the correction movement to the upside, they are done with it. Now they want to start selling. Because if you
yeah,
notice the drop is always very fast now compared to
very
the
fast.
corrections. So,
Impossible.
which is a very good setup if the market respects what we are expecting from the market. For the
On the
NZD
right.
card, right?
Yes.
Okay, I had a section yesterday, and from the section, one of them said he was buying, right? And I was
Mm,
trying to show them that taking a buy is very good, but looking at it, this is the major high here that this market tap into. And since that time, it looks like a very good correction. You understand that now? So me, I was telling them
mm,
that if you are taking a buy, then it's better to use this psychological price here, which is the last level here.
okay.
And that level also aligned with this whole B here. Though I
Mm,
think was it not on 1 hour? So check 15 minutes. It was a 1 hour, 15 minutes movement. Okay, this was the reason why we had uh, that level we marked that exactly. So it was this was the level we were looking at. You understand that now? So and I was like, it's
mm.
better to trade the 4 hours level. It's not part of my watch. But I just advise that it's better to trade these 4 hours will be here. You understand that now? Let me take out this. because of the psychological price, and also this is the last will be here that took out this internal structure to the upside. I'm very sure that by now, if they take the trade, they will be negative by and the extreme. So, but where are you looking at taking the buy from?
Okay, me, I'm looking for a sell.
It's
But
all right.
That's when you mark for a buy. I want to see if markets come down straight to that
Okay.
zone now. If
Mm-hmm.
I see confirmation, I will buy it to the high that zone,
We want
that
to sell
particular
for.
zone.
So that
Then
means let's take out this. That means you are looking at selling from this range here.
yes.
Oh, okay. Then if you are looking for that sell, it will be good that we have this like this. Let them take out this low.
That's what I'm saying.
Before you can consider sell here to the downside. Let them take out this. So that means
But
if
if I
this
see,
market respect here and give entry condition to the upside, then this your sell should be very
yeah, I will
careful.
buy.
Your sell should be very
Because
careful.
another thing is that can I mark this thing, sir?
Yeah, you can use your phone.
Okay. When market tap into this place,
Yeah.
and when market tap into that place, it cleared out all these ones.
Yes.
So this place now become my high and low on 4 hours.
Yeah.
So when markets push, it still respected this
That high.
level.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting this market.
Yeah. Okay.
But if we drop here first, give me entry conditions. I will buy, but I will still exit from this high.
Oh, okay.
Can we also check GJ?
All right. What are you looking at? This is a
Okay,
4 hours chart.
yeah, okay, 4 hours chart is good. Okay. Now we have, based on the movement, if you look at it, it has already taken out this high on 4 hours, on daily, and on 1 hour as well. And if we go to daily, we have unmitigated supply zone up there. Now, on these 4 hours, we have a break here. We have a break here. And looking at it, this is the, okay, it's okay like that. Okay, 4 hours. Okay. I think it's 2 hours. This is the leg that gave us this break to the upside. That gave us this break to the upside here. So this market has given us something like inducement with this candle here, without mitigating. Even on daily, on 4 hours, it didn't mitigate this particular level before it went up. Though on 15 minutes, it has given us a shift on 15 minutes, but I don't trust that 15-minute shift to the upside. So right now, I'm just expecting the market to do some kind of manipulation, just use here as a liquidity, or even I'm also looking at a level here, I think on 2 hours or 1 hour too. So from this point, maybe I should be looking for a change of character over here, then wait for the before I will not pick it up. So from this particular area, that is where I'm looking for place to join the buy continuation to that daily supply zone. So that is actually what I'm looking for. Go to 2 hours. Oh, you don't have 2 hours, or 1 hour is okay.
I'm looking at that level too, that demand level.
Okay. Okay. Very clear now. Let me clear this chart.
Because I took sell, but it took me out before it started coming down.
Yeah. So this is the 1 hour level. If you check it where market has not mitigated it. My drawing is not going straight. Okay. Yeah. Let me draw it. Fine. We have that 1 hour. You can see the market couldn't mitigate it. And and we also have this level too, which market. So I'm looking out. I'm actually going to enter this market based on confirmation model because of this level. Understand? So I'm not expecting this market to just continue buying from this level. Though we have on 5 minutes, 15 minutes, we have a level here which you mark which you put your buy order. Understand? But based on what market will be, if market can respect that play and go up, then I should be looking for entry as the market is going, because guy, these few days has been giving a very good entry order.
Me, I
So
would,
that's my
for the sake of these
for
2
15
hours,
minutes, I'm looking for sale.
if you're looking at this particular time frame on 2 hours now, me, I would have loved to trade this level here.
Yeah, that's the level I'm looking at.
Yes, so I will be seeing all this level here as part of the liquidity for these guys to be. You understand that now?
Yeah. Yes,
If
sir.
you're also using your entry model, I think
It has to go to
this
4
level
hours and
was the
use
very
those.
good. But if you are trading in 2 hours, I will advise to focus on this particular level so that we can see them building more liquidity for this extreme level there. Targeting this will be there. That's about 300 pips. So it's a very good range. Okay, for this 2 hours time frame, that level is very good.
So the news may play some impact, may play some role in determining the movement, since we'll be having news by 1:30.
But boss, check 15 minutes. There's a level I want to sell from. So let me know your
Okay,
own
50 minutes,
opinion.
have you? Let's see.
Yes.
Oh, I can see what you're trying to say. This range, right?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at
Yeah.
this.
This one. Oh, okay. Okay. That's fine. But looking at it, can this guy give that deep correction?
I'm thinking that level, that the zone where he's the zone where it is now, if he can be able to push it up,
Oh, okay.
then we
That
have a
means
kind
this one, right?
internal head and shoulder. Whether this level now can push it up there, then before drop this last zone.
Okay.
I don't know, but
I know. Let's see how it moves now.